Okay, so it's February the look at this. It's February the 28th, day before my birthday. Look at this. I can't move. It's everywhere. This is upstairs. Can't even get in the bathroom. Go look at the front room. Everywhere. Chaos. Oh yeah. Well, makes me look like an alcoholic, doesn't it? I mean, I'm not. Doesn't look good. And of course, guitars on there. Why not? Don't know where to start. And that's actually not a problem. Are you ready for this? Because I've been told by God to go on YouTube and make a YouTube video. Like I said, it's January the 28th. I need to get my books ready. I'm self-employed. I'm not even started it. I don't even know where half this stuff is. Some of it may have even been thrown away by my soon-to-be ex-wife, who's currently in prison. I feel rough as anything. I've got some sort of chest infection. It's a lot going around at the moment, so everybody's not good. I'm not looking for sympathy or anything. I just feel so tired. I've come out of a 20-odd year abusive relationship. It's left me with PTSD. I've got the children. I've got 3 children, a 13-year-old, twins at 17, and an autistic lad who's 21. I'm looking after. I'm trying to keep it all together. And I'm telling you now, it's not easy. I don't really get any support from anywhere. And I'm supposed to make a video on YouTube. Crazy, eh? So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a video. That's going to be tomorrow, on the 29th, which also happens to be my birthday. I'm not going to say how old I am. I'm older than I want to be. Yeah, I reached that age. Look at it. Oh, bloody school books everywhere. I've recorded this for a reason, so that other people can see just how quickly you can go from chaos to something much more ordered, which is how I believe we're meant to live. And it's not that I haven't been trying to tidy this, I have. It's just that everything I do just doesn't seem to work, so going about this a different way. The thing is, you see, chaos will make you miss the boat. What boat's that? Okay, so I'm not sure how many Christians believe the story about the ark. It's beginning to look like there actually was an ark. Certainly evidence for it. And within all cultures there's evidence of a massive flood, probably on a global scale. I'm not sure how well it ties in time on the timeline, but certainly there's evidence that shows that something happened, some catastrophe on a global scale that involved huge amounts of water. So that is supportive, certainly, of there being an ark. Now here's the point. When God asked, I can't even remember the name of the guy. Like I said, I've got PTSD, so you have to bear with me. But Noah, that's it. When God asked Noah to build the ark, Noah didn't go and study how to construct a boat. He was given instructions as to the dimensions, but as far as I'm aware, that's all. So the expectation was for Noah then to just trust that he would be given the correct skill set to build it. If that was done in the modern day, how long would it take to construct? Well, first of all, you'd have a boat builder that would draw it out, and that could take quite some time, and then they would test models, and that would take some time. In fact, even prior to this, they'd probably have some sort of bloody committee as to who would be building it, and and the same is true for me. Doing this YouTube channel, I have no idea. I've never done one. Well, that's not true. I have done some, but not where I've been speaking. Just simply uploading work that I've recorded. I did some work with a charity called International Aid Trust, and basically put together video clips and things for them. I've done bits and bats, but certainly never actually speaking on either a forum or as a YouTuber where you're actually talking on channel. And I've seen recently other YouTubers talking about that it's critical not to miss the boat, and this is becoming a real focus for me. So there's a sense of urgency with it all, a real sense of urgency, to the point where I've decided that I'm going to throw everything aside, other than obviously I need to tidy around a bit. It's got to the point where we can't actually move. I've got a car outside that's absolutely full front to back. It's an estate car with stuff that needs to be thrown out. That's all. I need to go to the tip, empty that first, come back, refill it again, and then I'll look at setting the room up ready for tomorrow when it's actually going to go live. I've already started getting some ideas since I've decided to give in and go ahead and do it. And if I'm really honest, I've been putting this off because part of me doesn't want to do it. Part of me just doesn't want to do it. Because I feel like I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't feel like anyone's going to be interested, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. If we're instructed to do something, then we should just do it, I guess. Noah, when he started the ark, I assume it wasn't raining at that point. He didn't know whether it was going to come to fruition or not, whether there was going to be floods. He was obedient, simple as that. And of course, I've been thinking about one of my favourite books is Job. And if you read Job, it's quite a horrific story, really, where he loses everything. And I think you can liken losing everything to chaos, because that's what replaces losing everything: chaos. If you lost your home, you'd be on the streets. Guess what? Chaos. Because just trying the effort of keeping warm, dry, which would be impossible. Keeping yourself fed, just having somewhere to stay would throw you into a state of chaos. And what's the opposite to chaos? Well, it's restoration. Restoration is the opposite of chaos, certainly. In the way that I'm thinking at this moment in time in restoration, well, what does that mean? Well, it's the bringing back of everything that's been lost, restoring. And in the story of Job, God restores everything to Job and then some. So for me, it's become a story of chaos and restoration. It's not an easy story to read. Job's friends believe that he's done something wrong, therefore he deserves all the crap he's going through. And we tend to do that, don't we? We look at someone that's going through a hard time and think, what have you done? But what if you hadn't done? What if you hadn't done anything to deserve it? What if? And then we're just pointing fingers at people that don't deserve the trouble they're going through. And what if that trouble was being orchestrated in order for them to show something? Well, like I said, I've gone through an awful lot over my lifetime, and this last, let's call it a hiccup, has been probably the biggest and the worst of the lot, where I ended up being betrayed multiple times by a woman that doesn't even love her own children. It's a pitiful story, one which I'm going to tell through the channel. I'm going to talk about injustice from a male perspective, and I'm hoping to get other men on board, and indeed women, because quite often women are the architects and orchestrators of this chaos. But they don't realise, while they're creating chaos in our lives, guess what? They're creating chaos in their own. And it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, and everybody loses. Everybody loses. That's not good. That is very, very not good. So I'm hoping that this is going to build into a channel where even if it helps one or two people, I guess that's enough. What value is one person? Well, alright, try and put a value on them. If it happened to be your father, mother, girlfriend, wife, daughter, son, best friend, try and put a value on them. And then think about that. So every person counts. It's not for us to worry about whether we feel they're valuable or not. They're valuable to someone, and I believe that they're extremely valuable to God, every one of us. Hence the massive sacrifice that was made, and it was massive, and it caused pain, a lot of pain, a lot of hurt. So we're going to be talking about a lot of different subjects, but essentially it's all going to be, at least for the moment, based around injustices. I have a children to an ex-wife who I've not seen now since my son was, I think, 18 months and my daughter 3. We're fast forwarding now. He's in his 30s, so is she, and I've never seen them in all that time, and there was no reason to cut me off. It was a punishment because the relationship didn't work out. And I know I'm talking to other fathers that have gone through very similar things. It's horrendous to lose your children and then realise you have to go through life without them. It's one of the worst things that's ever happened to me. This time it's different. This time I'm the parent that's got the children, and that in itself has been a real massive blessing. But that obviously doesn't come without its difficulties, and at the end of the day I'm responsible for them, so I work. I'm a full-time carer to my son. Life is really quite hard at the moment, really quite hard. I work as a DJ and photographer, quite often combining the two together. So when I go out, they do not want to see a miserable bugger, do they? You know what I mean? They want to see the life and soul of the party, someone's going to get everybody going. And I'm okay at that. And I enjoy it. I actually enjoy it. But I feel like my own personal battery, is bumping along at the point of almost extinction. So something has to change before I go under. If I go under, there's a risk the children could go with me, and I can't afford that to happen. And in all this, God's just saying, do what I say. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to see, hopefully, some massive changes in the next few weeks.